And one last one. We're gonna end off the show. Very underrated MC. Favorite Big Pun track. Champ, I'm gonna let you go with this one, but I think I know exactly what your song is.
I gave you fair warning. Beware. That
Mm-hmm.
is that's the hardest Big Pun song. I listen to that when I recently last couple months over the summer, I started back working out. But that song is on the top of my list. I mean, the beat is hard, and to see him just go punchline after punchline, and for him to say we can go to toe like Evander and Bo. I mean, if people, I mean, I know the younger generation don't realize the significance of that, but if you've seen the Reddick, Bo, and Evander Holyfield trilogy, that was a whole. They was going toe to toe with each other, man. Big Pun, man. So I hate to say this, but it seems like when you talk about rappers who have passed away, he doesn't get mentioned like he should. And I hate that. Because he was an icon. And you
He
know,
was.
he was an icon. He was,
Remember remember the freestyles that he, Most Def, DMX, they were doing.
yeah, never forget, man. And look, I had to choose Beware because I couldn't take the easy way out because I'ma just be real. Him and Fat Joe's version of Deep Cover, that was better than
Ooh!
him and Fat Joe's version of Deep Cover. They was better than Snoop and Dre. No bullshit.
The twins one.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he came in. I was like,
Remember the verse he did the vanilla. I can't
The
remember the
little, little, the little, little, the number, the diddly.
yeah.
Oh my God.
he came in ready for war, Joe. But we about to blow this spot. And I mean, he came in. I'm like, and then he hit that line in the middle, man. Who didn't do this? I mean, that's when you knew. I'm like, oh, this is better than the original one. And the video was tight too because Snoop was in the video.
Yes.
But like I said, I couldn't take the cheap way out, so I picked Beware. But hey, there's very very few songs that are not better than the original when they're remade. But with him and Joe on Twins Deep Cover, they outdid Snoop and Dre, and that was a song for the ages, man. I mean, like I said, and I hate that he gets lost because he was one of the rappers that unfortunately passed in the 90s, along with Big, along with Pac, Big L, guys like that. And I don't think he is. I don't know. I sometimes I go back and I try to read up on any controversies that he was involved in because it has to be one or two or something, but I never can find anything. But I try to go back and look up, and I'm like, because whenever somebody is not remembered in a certain way, it's like, was there a controversy involving you? But there was never one that I can really, really find or anything like that. But I have to, like I said, I have to keep digging. But for him not to be remembered as one of the class A MCs, like a Pop, a Big L, who was so I I'm just gonna be real, man.
Lyric rise, he's up there.
Yeah, Lyric Rise, he was up there. I mean, everybody, man, Big Pun was one of those guys, man. He was that dude. And you know, those guys when I was growing up, guys like him, Big, Heavy D, I used to look up to those guys, man. They showed us big boys some love, man.
Yeah.
They were smooth. They were smooth like a violin, man. And nobody's more appreciative to what those guys did for hip hop and guys of my demographic, man. But like I said, I hate that Big Pun is not. He's remembered in the hip hop community, but I'm talking about world renowned.
And he
I
paved the
think,
way for Latino rappers. Wasn't he like the first Latino rapper to have a rap album and go platinum?
Yeah, I think so. And even his last album, when you think about 100%, with him and Tony Sunshine,
Yeah.
You saw I was posted it earlier. That one was epic, man. So, but when you think about Twins, Beware, and 100%, those are three songs that I will never forget. That Big Pun, man. And like I said, a lot of people wouldn't expect for me to listen to Big Pun because I'm from down south. A lot of regional bias when it comes to us being from down south. But when it comes to Big Pun, man, Big Pun was he wasn't a player. He just crushed a lot. And man, I appreciate you. God rest your soul, Big Pun, man. I salute you, man.
BRF.
Mm. Man, yeah, Big Pun's up there for me lyrically. I got him in my like top 6 lyrically all time. I got him in my top 6. I mean, the dude. I mean, the flow was just always on point. It didn't matter what the beat was. It didn't matter what the song was. Honestly, Twins Deep Cover 98 is my favorite all time Big Pun song. It's my all time favorite song. But I tell you what though, even though Still Not a Player was the real big mainstream song that kind of put him out there, the original one to me was a fresher beat. It was better
With the
because it just
OJ.
yeah, with the OJ sample. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. I loved it. I'm talking about that sample. You're my darling, darling lady. Oh, big. If I hated he passed when he did. If we could have got some more music out of Big Pun, the generation, just they just don't know, boy. Big Pun was like, I mean, we Fat Joe does not have the singles career that he got to enjoy if Big Pun don't put him on the map. And
Right.
that's so I, and Fat and and I know Fat Joe talks about it. He owes so much to Pun, but Pun was just he was just that guy. Like I said, yeah. Even though Twins is probably my favorite all time song, the original "I'm Not a Player" is up there for me too. That the OJ sample, the flow of the beat, just like every and for him to still carry that beat the way he did. I mean, only a lyricist as talented as him can still carry a beat like that and make that song hit the way it did. So rest in peace to Pun, man. I hated we couldn't get no more. I hated we can't get any more music from him. Just he was so good lyrically, and just ahead of his time
Yeah.
lyrically. Just he hey the dude is like I like he's like as far as like lyrics as far as lyricism he's up there with Big, he's up there with Wayne, he's up there with Nas, he's up there with Rakim, he's up there lyrically, he just is and like with and Champ talking about like having kind of having people thinking we got the regional bias because we down south. Man, I listen to West Coast, I listen to Midwest, I listen to Houston, I listen to New York. It don't matter to me. I listen everywhere. It don't matter. If the beat on point and you know how to carry yourself on the beat, I'm a rock you. Cause some of my favorite albums and records of all time aren't necessarily guys from the southeast. Big Pun, like I said, Twins and I'm Not a Player, right up with that with me is some of my favorite songs. So shout out to my shout man. He was my homie, man. When I found out that he passed, it's one of those was like, oh, he was a big boy, so it didn't really shock you. But even still, it's like,
Only
damn,
20 only 28 years old.
only
Yeah.
28 years old. Just damn. And the thing is, he was about to go. Like the rocket ship was strapped up to him, and he was about ready to take off. And I hated it, man. But yeah, rest in peace to Pun. But yeah, you are easily one of the greatest lyricists to ever do it.
Absolutely. Don't want to be a player. But he was with one of those tracks. Bet your man can't do it like me. I love that one. And even though it wasn't his song, the one with he and Fat Joe with Jennifer Lopez, I like that one too. Like with the lyrics, Pun Man, it seems like to me he doesn't get enough credit. And if y'all actually take the time to listen to the battle with him, DMX, and Most Def, especially with the lyrics and the bars that Pun was spitting, go check that out. Pun can rap with all the best of them. Cause he's that lyrically good, man. And I don't think he's gotten enough credit, man. He really hasn't. He really hasn't gotten the due or recognition that he deserves, man. And he made it cool. Being a Puerto Rican, being a Latino rapper, getting people to listen to his music, blacks and whites and Hispanics, man. I mean, he was cool, man. When people they still playing "Don't Want to Be a Player" remix, we were actually listening to it while we was at work doing woodwork and stuff. I mean, that's that type of song you want to groove, vibe to on the weekend. Other than the remix of "One More Chance," when you want to play "Don't Want to Be a Player" song, that's the type of song you want to listen to in the weekends to cruise and just hang out. Beware is tough, especially with the beat. Oh, but man, Pun. And I love the one "It's So Hard" with him and a very underrated R&B singer, Donnell Jones. That's a good one. But Fat Joe has a great him and Big Pun story. Remember the one in which he talked about Mike Tyson, how they had to save them from the bouncers?
You know what? It seems like every New York rapper, well, East Coast rapper, I really can't say it's New York because East Coast is New Jersey included. It seems like every one of you guys have a good Mike Tyson story.
He from New York.
Yeah, he from New York, so it seems like every last one of the New York guys got a good Tyson story. So remember that one with the locks? That one was a hoot. To be honest with you, never forget the one. I never forget the one with Roy Jones and
Oh yeah,
and Fat Joe. That was I never really got that whole situation, but because you did get beat. I mean, damn. I mean, you lost. I mean, you lost. And Roy Jones,
Oh
and
man,
Roy
man,
Jones is
all
Roy Jones is my distant family. So Roy, you lost. I mean, you can't get mad when you lose. You got leaned back. It's just that simple. So.
all I'm gonna say is this though. Another one of my favorite lyrics from Pun is the "Still Not a Player" the remix. It's that "Boogie Down Pro, pressure no. I'ma let you know once you get the blow, get your clothes, cause you got
you
to
gotta
go."
go. So
Oh,
down is
Oh
round here.
man.
Oh man, that was great, man.